Welcome to another brief episode on the Lancia Flavia Berlina. The job today is replacing the big rubber blocks that fit between the top strut, the top wishbone, and the big transverse front leaf spring. I'll show you what I mean. So I recently replaced the shock absorbers, a pair of spacks to replace the other ones. The other ones were just tired, and also the bits at the bottom were all worn out. But I noticed this Italian bodge. This is the part that is the replacement part. This part is clearly below size because it's got some spacers between the rubber block, and this top transverse leaf spring, which means that these bolts, these nuts, are barely on at all. They're not even tight. I mean, yeah, is that a problem? Yeah, it is a problem. They're not likely to come out because of this springs under a huge load. So my plan is to use this jack, this piece of wood, to push the spring up, undo these nuts, swap it over, and there's a couple of bolts on the bottom, as you can see. So hopefully, famous last words, it should be a pretty straightforward, quick job. I've got a pair, so obviously these will affect the ride height. It will end up riding a bit higher, which means the shocks will be working within their ideal range, hopefully. It probably won't feel much change in driving, but definitely needs doing. Okay, right, let's crack on. Let's get these two nuts off. This is quite interesting. This is a classic Lancia locking nut. They have these splits in them. You can just about see them. That's always on the outside edge of the nut. Not quite sure how it works. I guess it just grips once it tightens up, and it's their version of a 1970s nylock washing nut. All seems to work pretty well. Right, let's see if I can film this as it comes off. Right, well, never quite as easy as you expect or hope. This is where I've got to. I've undone the bottom of the shock so the wishbone drops down as low as possible. You can see there's a little bolt that's been shoved under here as a spacer. Got the two nuts off of the top, but just need to get this spring higher to be able to pull this out. Hopefully I can get it up high enough. Otherwise, with the jack, I'm going to have to try and use some sort of clamping system, which I haven't quite yet got my head around, but we'll see. This is the full extent of the Italian makeshift repair, I think is the polite way to put it. A couple of bolts acting as spacers. I've had to wedge a piece of wood under the lower wishbone to stop it coming up, but my method of a stout piece of timber on the spring has seemed to work. I'm going to have to get it a bit higher just to clear it, but then that spring's under huge tension, so I need to be really careful. Right, that's now high enough to clear, I think. You can see another little spacer plate on the top there to get some more height. So that now comes off. Are we high enough to get the new one back on? Not quite. So I'm going to take it out of the way. Take it out of the way, jack it up a little bit more, see if I can, then push that one in. Right, it's all fine margins now. There we go. Not quite sure how I'm going to marry these two up. As you can see, they're a long way off each other at the moment. That's going to need a big bend to get on. I'll probably relieve a bit of pressure so it sits on the top of the spring. As you can see, that needs to get into there, which it naturally will do when the arm's up. it's going to be a bit of fun and games getting it in. Right, I was able to bend that in, get this one started on there, and then just dropped it down a bit and it seems to be going in, so I'll close it up and go from there. Right, well that's that one on. I'll just show you briefly. Yeah, so that's all just fine. You see it sort of takes on a kind of slightly banana shape, but the best thing is that it's all pretty solid and lots of thread to get a knot onto, both on the top and on the bottom. Right, got to stop there. Run out of time, so you'll join me again when we do the other side, which will take, as always, about a quarter of the time of this one. Day 2. Of course, these things always take longer than expect, especially when you don't have a full day to go at things. Anyway, this is what it now looks like on one side. So that's the replacement, all done up. Just got to pull this rubber cover back over. There we go. Typical bit of Lancia engineering. Just a rubber boot to cover the top of that. That's the leaf spring that provides the suspension for both sides. Same leaf spring, transverse leaf spring. This is, considering this is 52 years old, it's still completely soft and usable, unlike the old rubber. Shocks back on, there, and that's that side done. So wheel back on. Hopefully the other side will take about 20 minutes. Wish me luck. Right, that's not so bad. All side 2's just now done, which is good. So I think it's going to ride a little bit higher at the front than it did before. The rubbers just look a bit taller. I haven't actually measured them, but you'll see from. I'll switch around to the car view. Obviously hard to see when the rubbers are off, but even with the spacer, I think the old one is a bit shorter, but that could just have obviously compressed over its 53 years. Anyway, there's another quick update on the Flavia. Still obviously a great car. Just a little bit of body work to do on the offside door where the weather soundproofing dropped down inside the door and caused a little bit of rot on the bottom. So that's the next job. Just to address those little bits of thing. I think it's going to be a couple of inches into the bottom of the door skin to replace that. We've got a few people locally who are doing it, or who could do it. So that's you'll join me again when we look at that next issue. Okay, thanks, bye.